Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Redskins going up against the Rams. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. A few short moments ago, running back Todd Gurley trying to fire up the Ram faithful here in Southern California as his guys get set to do battle with the Washington Redskins. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Rams team as they enter play. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like two losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Redskins, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Stacy McGee. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. First carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
All right, partner, let's go back over the last couple of plays. Sack, loss of yards on a running play. Not exactly the sequence that an offensive coordinator gets comfortable with when calling plays.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Goff now looks to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together. They had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
It's Johnny Hecker now, an all-pro 3 of the last 4 years on to punt. Back deep here, Jamison Crowder. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Crowder now to return. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Redskins will take possession with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of Michigan State. The former Spartan, it's Kirk Cousins.
And he did everything possible to rally his team to a win last week, didn't he? What did he throw for?
Over 450 yards.
I mean, that's a pretty phenomenal performance. So, obviously, he and the offense were clicking pretty well. The other 2/3, though, that comes into question. Defense and special teams, they'll need all of them to play better in this one, too.
A A first down throw for Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Alec Ogletree leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Carry down for Rob Kelly. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down. And a quick look at Washington's offense.
The Washington offense in 2016 ended up ranked in the top 5 in the NFL. In fact, they were number 3 overall. So how did they get it done? Well, head coach Jay Gruden, he's the guy who's really the master play caller. He's known for his ability to throw the football, but he'd love to run it. They were only number 21 in the league in 2016, coupled with number 2 in throwing the ball. If they're able to get their running numbers up, they could really be dangerous in 2017.
3rd and long for Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Robert Quinn in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Now the 4th-year man from Oklahoma, Tress Way, on to punt. Deep for the Rams, Tavon Austin. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now Austin. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Here's the Redskin defense. They get set for this next possession. Their stay on the field last time was short-lived with a 3 and out. See if they can get some more of that.
And ordinarily, you want to be on the field playing, right? But 3 and outs, that's almost gold to a defense. Get to the bench, get some rest, turn the ball over to your offense.
We'll see what they can do here. See if they can force another 3 and out. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
The penalty, it's Gurley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Last year, Gurley, 74% of LA's carries. That's the highest percentage in the league.
But no real payoff because they finished 31st in the league in rushing. I think as a team, they ran for 78 yards per game. They had a 1,000-yard receiver in Kenny Britt out wide. but they really didn't scare people downfield. And because of that, they stacked the line of scrimmage and stuffed the run game.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Gone. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. From the gun on third down. Goff. And incomplete here on third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Johnny Hecker now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Redskins are going to get it at the 20. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Well, the drive starts with Rob Kelly. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
At one point, the L.A. Rams defensive front four was made up of 4 first-round draft picks, but maybe the best of them all at that time, and still is Aaron Donald. Yeah, he's a force.
Former Pitt Panther, and we were praising him a lot last year during our weekly commentary updates, weren't we?
Yeah, strength, quickness, mobility, he has it all. 4th in the Defensive Player of the Year voting in 2016.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Hall bringing it in. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll try and run for it with Kelly. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Rob Kelly was the #3 rookie runner in the NFL in 2016 behind Ezekiel Elliott and Jordan Howard. What a nice start for him.
Seemingly out of nowhere because he was undrafted, and I think ready to put his imprint on this Redskin franchise.
One reason, he can do everything. Run it with power inside, catch the ball out of the backfield, and also pass protects really well for his quarterbacks.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Cousins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he is knocked down and then landed on pretty awkwardly at the 38-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
I don't think there's any question that Jordan Reed is as athletic as any tight end in the league. All right, I don't think there's any debate about that. The hard part is just him being able to be healthy.
And when he's on the field, though, boy, does he take them to another level, doesn't he?
He certainly does. Changes the game for them because they can use him in so many different spots and create mismatches against the defense.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Time running out here on the play clock.
Hey, 86. He's sneaky guy. Watch out for 86. Shoot!
Delayed game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So now 1st and 15. Throwing, Cousins. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Aaron Donald. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Cousins now on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Kelly. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Play fake. Cousins. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Connor Barwin in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no 1st down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
On 1st down, Goff. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. From the 50, it's Goff. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. And quickly now, here's a look at the Rams offense.
I think the Los Angeles Rams will utilize 2017, as many do when playing the Madden game, by hitting the reset button. They were last in the league in offense, last in league in scoring in 2016, but they'll build and move forward with a young quarterback, Jared Goff, and a top returning running back in Todd Gurley.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Just the first quarter of a tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Night.
No one made it into the red zone fewer times than the Rams last year, 32nd in the NFL, but they're here now with a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And here is the Redskin defense.
There were high hopes in Washington in 2016 as they expected their defense to ascend into a top 10 type of a unit. Instead, it was a struggle all season long. So they had to retool this past off season, and they're going to start with trying to lock down the running game. Very tough to do in the NFC East, and if they do that, maybe their Pro Bowl cornerback, Josh Norman, will have more opportunities out on the corner.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Throwing again is Goff. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Goff. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Matt Ioannidis able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses have we talked to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they wanted to.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here's Kirk Cousins now, the centerpiece of our player spotlight. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. Cousins now to throw on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Mark Barron. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Second down, Cousins. Out to the left here to Reed. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They're calling a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The play clock's running down. They go play action here on first down. Floating one, incomplete. The starters on defense here for Los Angeles.
Let's take a look at Michael Brocker's defensive tackle. This is a young man who understands leverage. Rarely do I see him bowled over by an offensive lineman. Usually he's the one who's underneath them, moving them, creating space, and getting upfield to make tackles.
On second down, Cousins again, setting up the screen to Kelly. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Redskins on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Cousins again. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Shows off the quick feet as he takes this one up to the 20. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
The Rams on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved.
False start, offense.
So that'll back him up 5. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Goff. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Matt Ioannidis in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Now it's Crowder. Oh, shifty.
Whoa.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. So out now come the Redskins. So far they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now sometimes if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
First down. Here's Cousins. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Clock running here. Under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. Play clock winding down. Throwing is Cousins. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Cousins. And Amendola with a catch. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. From the red zone now, Cousins. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
There's just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. Time running out here on the play clock. Cousins to throw it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So just a lone field goal in this first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. On the ground, it's Thompson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So on 4th down, Cousins will head to the sideline and give way to Dustin Hopkins. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. A reminder, coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of storylines there. A playoff rematch, also the opening of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
So the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open the season.
Yeah, 2 under the lights. Now Goff on 1st down. He finds an opening past the 40. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Austin. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On second down, here's Goff. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. The Rams on third down, not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Goff. Austin's got it left side. And oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Johnny Hacker now. He's been terrific so far. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 points.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him with contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
First down throw for Cousins. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Redskins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, Cousins. Flushed out right. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
When I evaluated Jamison Crowder coming out of Duke, I thought he was already a pro in how he approached the game and ran routes, and I think his head coach, Jay Gruden, agrees.
Yeah, he has said repeatedly we want to keep him on the field as much as possible. He had 847 yards, 7 touchdowns a season ago. Cousins on first down. And that is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Second down following the incompletion. They go play action. Cousins. This one caught by Crowder. A good pickup there, a 22. With it. It's Kelly, and he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Cousins. They'll roll him out right. Looking long for his tight end read. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Redskins on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing. Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Reed. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses, it's understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Got a man open. It's Brian Quick. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 36. Give him 8 on the gain there. And that leads to a Washington 1st down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to.
Delay of game, offense.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Again, it's Cousins. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
It's Kelly. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Cousins. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Connor Barwin in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins escaping the pressure right. This is caught. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Alternative power game to try to get in. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
And there's the head linesman right on it to spot him short of the goal line. They gave it to the fullback there, tried to let him just ram his way across. But things are going to get interesting now on 3rd and goal.
It's Cousins on the sneak. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. Cousins to throw it this time. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Jordan Reed, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And his kick is right through. So that about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Airing it out deep for Woods. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Kirk Cousins now gearing up to lead this offense back out there. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. This is Kelly, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. You might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Second down, Cousins. Out to the left here to Reed. That goes for a gain of 31.
If post pattern is often equated as a change-up route, how about when you throw it to your big guy down the center of the field? Covered or not, you have great confidence he's going to come down with the football. And when he does, as we just saw, long gains often result.
To Kelly, and they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll go again with Kelly. Broken tackle for Kelly. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. A reminder coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Kelly to try to punch it in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Rob Kelly, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. A drive that time of 6 plays. And Rob Kelly finished it all off with a touchdown run. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On first down, it's gone. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it a second down. Out of the gun, gone. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
And yes, home is where the heart is. And for Robert Woods, it's Los Angeles. He played college football at USC right here in this stadium.
And probably feels comfortable out there. He was an All-American as a Trojan in 2011.
Yeah, really trained to be an NFL player. I mean, he watched a lot of NFL cut-ups and tapes of wide receivers while he was in college before joining them on this stage.
Now, before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. To the air again. Gone. Over the middle, he hits Austin. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the red zone now, gone. Over the middle, complete. It's Austin. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn into big plays.
Back to throw, gone. That's complete, right around the 8. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing again is gone. And that one falls incomplete, breaking his string of 7 straight passes completed.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Again, gone. And that is caught. but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. The offense on third down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Goff throwing again. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So on 4th down, Goff will yield to Greg Zuerlein for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And a second field goal here gets them back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. As we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry.
All right, Brandon, back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get you caught up on all the highlights from the first half. The Rams trail at home at halftime. The Redskins have come in and looked good as the road team, and will just keep trying to play hard and maintain the lead going forward. All right, let's roll the highlights. We go now late in the first. Defense will get to the quarterback here. This ends up as a huge loss in yardage. Fourth down, inches to go. Cousins on target here, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown as they take the lead 7-3. Now till late in the second. Here the defense will come up with the pick. Swearingers is the one who makes the pick, halting the offense's drive. After the pick, offense comes out now. Kelly's looking for room to run, and this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. That puts them on top by 14.
Okay, Larry, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll start on the ground with Kelly. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. the play fake. Cousins. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Third and short yardage, Cousins. And this is brought in by Pryor. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Cousins hooking up with his new target Pryor for a Washington first down.
I know college coaches always recruit quarterbacks because they're so versatile. I'd say Terrell Pryor fits that bill. 1,000 pass yards at one point in the NFL, and then turned around and became a 1,000-yard receiver.
Second player in NFL history to do that. How about that?
Yeah, Marlon the Magician Briscoe was the first.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Kelly on the counter. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Fresh set of downs here. A give. This is Kelly looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Play action now. Cousins. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. And it's third down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
On third down, Cousins. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, pass the sticks, first down. And this one is no good. He missed it, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
The Redskins now, their defense coming back onto the field. And last time out, they gave up the chip shot field goal, but obviously could have been worse than that. I think they felt pretty good about only giving up 3.
No doubt about it. Anytime an offense gets into the red zone, the thinking naturally for the defense is, okay, 3 points. We're going to give up 3 here, but let's make it no more than that. They met their goal.
On the other side, though, the offense, they weren't very happy.
No, because there's an opportunity. Once you get to the red zone, you're not thinking about kicking a field goal. You're thinking about how do you get it into the end zone, and when you don't, you walk off the field feeling a little bit of failure on that drive.
Yeah, who will have the better feeling at the end of this drive? And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The Rams on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Goff. Dumps it off to Gurley. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. Space to maneuver at the 40. This one caught by Crowder. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now Kelly on the toss. Kelly stripped. The ball is free. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So they're going to go for 2. They'll try and run it with Gurley. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now, they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
Danny Amendola on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, 3rd quarter in Denver. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Paxton Lynch with 1 touchdown pass thus far. Cousins on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Now Cousins. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Cousins to his tight end Davis. Good for a Washington first.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. On 1st and 10, Cousins looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Second down following the run. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. Oh, now he bowls him over and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A good pickup there at 22.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Another try on 2nd down with Gurley. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This offense so far on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Goff now to throw. And it's complete. He's got him in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams have taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
They'll try and run him with Gurley. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here comes Kirk Cousins now to lead his offense back out there. And he's probably wondering, how do I get that mojo back from the first half that he seems to have lost a little bit here in the third quarter?
And every guy has his whisperer on the team. You know, that one guy who can say things to him that other people can't. Right now, he's looking for that guy to kind of, hey, we're good. We're good. 1 interception. Just get it back. Get back to being who you are. And this team will be okay.
Yeah, because they led at halftime, trailing now. Eight yards to go here on second down. Now Cousins looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's Kirk Cousins now, the centerpiece of our player spotlight. And this is, unfortunately for him, a montage he's probably not going to want to keep here for his files.
And I'm not so sure that he would describe it as a spotlight, although it is beating down on him pretty well, as is the rush. He's been hit, harassed, uncomfortable. It's been a really, really tough day for him.
Been sacked 6 times. See all that pressure coming from all angles. Back to it after the pick 6. Cousins got his man complete over the middle. It's Paul, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. To throw, Cousins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Crowder now to return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Redskins will take possession with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They had that lead, looked pretty comfortable in the first half, maybe got a little bit overconfident because that's gone now.
Almost takes us back to being kids, doesn't it? Because I know at some point your dad did the exact same thing mine did.
Okay.
It's okay to be confident, son, but overconfident, that's not a good thing. And that's me.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Connor Barwin able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And his throw is incomplete. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
On play action, Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this. And that's caught inside the 30. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
A first down throw for Cousins. Setting up the screen to Kelly. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And the former fourth-round pick in 2012 continuing to prove some of those doubters wrong that he used to have.
I remember when he got selected, there was a lot of controversy about that because, remember, Robert Griffin III, they made the big move up to take him in the first round, and people wondered, why would you take a second rookie quarterback? Well, it's because he's smart, he studies hard, he prepares, he's ready to play, and now he's commanding the respect of his team and playing at a really high level.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Now a handoff here to his running back. He stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
That was a really nice play, to be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. Play fake. Cousins sliding out of the pocket. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another down, right?
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Cousins. Flush to his right. And he's got it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And this seemingly endless drive continues. Offense looks to punch it in here from... And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Rob Kelly with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Redskins are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Cousins now. Flushed out right. And he fires one incomplete.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A 3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to, I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Jared Goff and the Rams headed back onto the field. He is looking to help his team build their lead after trailing at halftime. They've got to like the spot they're in right now.
They have to love it, but as you and I both know, cliche alert coming here. You're only as good as your last possession. But I think that they like, as you said, the spot they're in and how confidently they're playing at this point.
But again, just a 1-possession lead, looking to expand that now. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
To throw is gone. Completes it to Austin. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the gun on third down, Goff. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They'll run it now with Dunbar. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. On second down, here's Goff. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Back to throw, Goff. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
He's going to air one out. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. Zerline now for the PAT. And that makes it a 9-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now it's Chris Thompson on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. First down, here's Cousins. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Cousins to throw it. And Reed with it over the middle. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. A good pickup there at 22.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And this will be a dump off for Kelly. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another first down. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now first and goal.
Feels like a case of, until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
To the air again, it's Cousins. The quick slant caught. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet at the 1-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it third and goal. Here's Cousins. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Connor Barwin getting him once again. His third sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3 and out.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. Throwing, Cousins. Jordan Reed has it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And they give this time to the tailback. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They go play action. Cousins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
To throw it is Cousins. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
Cousins again. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. The guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Second down, Cousins. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On third down, Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. The 40, the 30, the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick six, and then the two-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back to it after the pick six. Cousins. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Cousins now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. A first down throw for Cousins. Crowder's got it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Cousins on first down. There he goes inside the 30. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Cousins now to throw on first down. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now Cousins here on the bootleg, escaping the pressure right. And he slings one that's incomplete. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll throw again. Cousins. He'll leave it for Kelly, complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Brian Quick, the intended target. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats inbounds.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Redskins have made this a 1-score game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
We get a glance at the Redskins defense as they go back out there now. They have a little something to build off of from last time with a 3-and-out.
And what they have to build off of? Great confidence right now. Being able to stuff someone on a 3-and-out. You feel like you're in control now. You're doing the dictating. They want to see if that can continue as this game progresses.
Will it continue? We'll see. Goff on first down. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The offense lining up 1st and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey,
Now Dunbar. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a 1st down here on 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Over the middle, complete. That's Reynolds. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. First down, here's Cousins. On the right side, Reed. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And Reed with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards there as they move the chains. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Reed. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Now Cousins. Time for a break. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Second down here after the incomplete pass. To the air again, it's Cousins. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now Cousins. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They go play action. Cousins steps back. He can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Aaron Donald able to disrupt yet another pass play. His third sack of the afternoon. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
They'll run it now. Here's Dunbar. And he stopped immediately there. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Gone. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And this looks to probably be the final play. One last shot now for Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Los Angeles, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll be at home for one next week against the Oakland Raiders. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A.